What's up, everyone? Hope you're doing well today. JD here. I got another video for you guys. Today it's going to be another knife mod. I am actually going to be taking one of my favorite pride and joys, the Rick Hender designed ZT0562 with the titanium frame lock, which has pretty okay action from the factory, but I am actually going to be installing a set of Taco bearings. So this kit here is specifically made for this knife. The reason that it has these washers is so that the bearings aren't spinning directly on the titanium. But we're going to go ahead and get it installed. You can have a look there. They're just telling you tighten the main body bolts before installing the pivot. So this will be interesting. Let's go ahead and cut over to the table where I can see what the hell I'm doing and get this install going. Alright guys, we have finished the install of the Taco bearings in my ZT0562 with the titanium scales. And I have to say, I can actually notice a difference. Now, as far as the action is concerned, there's two things that I notice immediately. The action is slightly better. I can't say it's a dramatic difference. With that being said, when I did try to test it for the drop shut, I'm going to turn this light down a little bit so you can see a little better. What happened was I wasn't ready for it, and I kind of missed my finger coming out of the way when I was pulling back, and it did kind of catch me a little bit. The centering is really good. No issues with the centering at all. I ended up using kind of my bug out method for the install, so I didn't actually take any of the body screws off. Instead, I took the pivot out, slid the knife out, retrieved the recessed bearings that were in here, and the other were recessed into the blade. And then what I ended up doing was putting everything back together after cleaning it without disassembling the scales, just kind of like I do with my bug out, which I'm carrying today. So with the bug out, you can actually maintenance and clean and oil it just by taking the pivot out, and you don't even really need to loosen the screw, but you can. Everything will just kind of slide out of the knife. It is a little tricky to get it back in, but with a little bit of patience, it goes right back in. So I did notice a difference in the action being a little bit smoother. It's not quite fall shut, but it wasn't fall shut before either. But it is less shake, I guess, or less shaking of the knife for it to completely close. So that was the first thing that I noticed. Now, the other thing that I noticed greatly, because I had always, no matter how much I tried to tighten the pivot without over tightening it to keep it, drop or fall shut or shake shut, and they say that's what happens, and I don't know if this is the placebo effect, but what happened is I noticed that the lockup and everything feels so much more solid with the same amount of lockup with blade centering, and it feels not just smoother overall, but again, it just feels that much more solid, which surprised me because I really wasn't expecting to notice that as much as I was hoping to notice the action. That's my thoughts. The Taco is a little bit more expensive. What I do like about it is their ceramic bearings, their offset, the lockup, and any play that was in there is completely gone, making the knife just feel that much more solid. And the other thing that I really do like about them is they have those steel washers that you put on the titanium side of the Taco bearings, and that'll keep it from wearing into the titanium. Just something that I thought was a little nice extra touch. So that's my impressions. Overall, I'm very happy with it. Check them out. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Think about subscribing. I really appreciate all of those out there that are supporting me with the channel. It means a lot to me. If you are enjoying the content, when you subscribe, turn on your notifications so you don't miss any future content. I hope all of you have a wonderful week. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Peace.